It was time for them to face lawmakers who suggested U.S. surveillance has just gone too far. The National Intelligence Director defended, however, spying on foreign allies as necessary. Ebru's Kyle Schmoyer joins us live now from the nation's capital with the latest. Kyle.
Well, Logan, another day, another oversight hearing here on Capitol Hill. Today, it was the House Intelligence Committee, and before them, as you were saying, the director of the NSA, General Keith Alexander, and also the director of National Intelligence, James Clapper. Both men saying that the things we've been hearing that the NSA has been doing in these programs have not been shown to be illegal or unprofessional, on the claims that the U.S. and the NSA was spying on millions of people in Europe. They said that was, quote, completely false, and on the allegations that the U.S. has been listening into phone conversations and monitoring world leaders, including allies around the globe. Well, to that, both men said it is something that is done, but the U.S. isn't doing something that everybody else doesn't do. More questions surface about the intelligence program being run at the National Security Agency, especially now that reports say many world leaders' phones have been tapped by the NSA.
It's a mess because they have to explain it. And, normally you don't have to explain your intelligence programs.
Richard Benedetto has covered presidents in the past and thinks President Obama owes world leaders and the American people an explanation.
Spying is an administrative function. It's an executive function. It's something that's he's got to talk about, not by revealing secrets, but explaining what's going on here.
The president spoke with the news network Fusion, but refused to say what he knew or when.
The national security operations generally have one purpose, and that is to make sure that the American people are safe and that I'm making good decisions, and I'm the final user of all the intelligence that they gather.
President Obama did confirm a large-scale review is underway at NSA.
We give them policy direction, but what we've seen over the last several years is their capacities continue to develop and expand, and that's why I'm initiating now a review to make sure that what they're able to do doesn't necessarily mean what they should be doing.
Some members of Congress are looking to pass legislation themselves to limit the scope of the NSA programs, but that may not be their job.
It's up to the president to set the parameters, not necessarily the Congress. The Congress, then you hamstring the president, this is an administrative function, it's not a legislative function. So therefore, I think the president has to set parameters and then and make it clear to the people in the intelligence committees what those parameters are.
While not giving specifics, the president is sounding a way forward.
It's important for us to make sure that as technology develops and expands and the capacity for intelligence gathering becomes a lot greater, that we make sure that we're doing things in the right way and that are reflective of our values.
Now today, a group of bipartisan lawmakers did introduce legislation that would strongly curb the NSA's ability to collect phone data of Americans. It's called the USA Freedom Act, but legislation like it was floated back in July in the House. That didn't go anywhere. Indications are right now there are strong forces against this, basically saying this legislation goes too far in giving the NSA what they need to do going forward. Logan, there's a lot of chatter about this back and forth, trying to find the balance between what the NSA needs to do its job and keep America safe and what is too much for them to be looking and listening to. That's the very latest live tonight from Capitol Hill. I'm Kyle Schmoyer.
All right, Kyle Schmoyer reporting tonight from Washington. Thank you so much.